Morning, our headlines today. More disruption for rail passengers. 5,000 train drivers from 7 operators go on strike today in a dispute over pay.
Victims of the contaminated blood scandal of the 1970s and 80s. A judge says thousands of them and their families should receive immediate 6-figure compensation. Let's take a look at the papers now. Sunak suffers new blow. That's the Times' headline. The paper reports that former leadership hopeful Tom Tugendhat has lent his support to Liz Truss, saying she was the only candidate ready to become Prime Minister and unite the Conservative Party.
The main story on the front page of the Daily Mail this morning focuses on a hosepipe ban facing millions of Britons amid one of the driest years on record. Of course, a few places that it's either come in on the Isle of Man or coming in, places like Hampshire, but it also features the verdict of the so-called Wagatha Christie trial. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the programme.
Win Rooney is the headline in the Mirror on that story. It says that Rebecca Vardy was left devastated after losing that libel trial against Colleen Rooney.
And one of the most watched videos on the BBC News website this morning tells the story of a university student who set herself the challenge of walking on stage at her graduation less than a year after she was seriously injured in a road accident.
A couple of inside stories. I do like this story. Now, we have covered this already. This is a pigeon which flew to the United States by mistake.
Right.
It's in the sun. And it's Bob, 4,000 miles it went off track. It was in a 380-mile race. It went off track by 4,000 miles, ended up in Alabama,
Wow.
and it's been flown back. Bob has been flown back by plane, but they didn't make him fly back. He'd been identified by the little ring, excuse me, on his leg, and he is back.
Amazing. With
his owner, Alan, who's very happy, as you can see, because he's given him a kiss there.
It's obviously not a particularly good homing pigeon if he ended up 4,000 miles.
It's got a little bit of a detour.
A bit of a funny camera shot, sorry about that. Staying up in the air, this is somewhat different. A life-size monument of wartime pilots who posed at Hawkinge Air Base in 1940 in Kent. 82 years to the day after this photograph was taken, this monument was unveiled yesterday. It's a fantastic photograph of the airmen there just reclining on the grass.
It's very clever.
It is, isn't it?
Very, very clever. Where is it?
Hawkinge Air Base in Kent.
Lovely.
After 37 years on screen, I missed it, I have to say. I bet I can catch up somewhere. The final episode of Neighbours has been aired in the UK.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this, huh? Crazy, crazy. We made it, huh? Yeah.
Home sweet home.
Oh, I've got a tear in my eye just watching it.
The Australian soap ended with a special double show last night. It featured star-studded cameos. Of course, you saw there Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan, but a whole host of characters from the show's past and present.
It was great when it was on. It used to be on at lunchtime on BBC One.
Yes.
You could watch it when I was a student, make it to a 2 o'clock lecture, and then we used to watch the 5:30 repeat and see how much of the script we could remember.
You should have been doing other things.
I know, I should have been in the library doing some work, shouldn't I?
Oh, yeah, that too. No, but we all did. I remember, yeah, always watching it twice. If you're off sick, you just always watch it twice. Matt, do you remember? Morning.
Good morning. Yeah, of course I do. There all the way through, weren't we?
Did you watch it last night?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
No.
I will have to watch it though.
I did plan to watch it, and I didn't. But I'm sure we can watch it on catch up somewhere.
Yeah.
Sure we can.
We'll gather round. I'll be round later. Let's watch it.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect.